believe the commander was killed by anyone from the bazaar.
Who else would want him dead?
Fuck knows. Lucas was a real hard-ass. Didn't take shit from anyone.
Guy like that, bound to have enemies all over.
What happened?
The crate fell on my foot.
If you want to stay here, you have to chill out. You can always talk to Juan.
To get myself a new weapon in the armory, this needs more hammering.
Howdy, citizen. Welcome to Old Villador's PK Command Center.
People don't like our rules? Let them come up with better ones.
Check this. Check this.
We were born smelly, and we'll die smelly.
Oh, you're always so negative about things, Naira.
Because you don't understand.
Got a gig as a finisher tomorrow.
I don't like the look of that.
always thought that every ending is a chance for a new
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container detected.
Pilgrim, fancy giving us a hand with the crops?
We were born smelly and will die smelly.
Oh, you're...
The essence of survival? What are you talking about?
Want to find out? Just close your eyes. What do you perceive?
Well, I hear noises.
Yeah? What else?
Oh, something stinks.
Exactly. The smell. Impulses going straight from the senses to the limbic system, triggering an emotional response. Memories. The well-being of the mind.
But, that smells like... Well, that smells like shit.
What did you expect? What do you think people use as fertilizers around here?
Too much information.
Sorry.
I sure hope you don't mean smelling like shit is the essence of survival.
Of course not. I have this really exciting idea for a new fragrance. People are going to pay a fortune for just a whiff. I called it Turn Me On. And it's almost finished. I just need some scraps for the heart note.
Heart note?
The middle note of the perfume. Metal scraps and lavender. That's all I'm missing.
Oh, of course. Metal scraps and lavender, the obvious blend.
Naira goes out of her way to be controversial.
If you bring me some, I'll tell you everything about my secret formula.
Nara said she needs lavender for her perfume, too. Now that makes more sense. Metal scraps. Naira wants them. I hope this isn't some wild goose chase. Making perfume out of metal sounds absurd.
Bring me a first aid kit. Man, I'm so thirsty.
Did someone throw a rat into the fire? Is that why it smells so bad?
This isn't kosher, Damien. You need to respect the rules.
I'm respectful. No one's more respectful than me, I swear.
So who are you working for, and why do they need recruits?
You'd have to ask them.
Back off, kid.
People seem to like him. Not the one you think.
Did they rough you up?
A little. The worst thing was they took all the equipment.
Do this anymore.
Work.
I really can't.
Here, your, ingredients.
Good. I wish there was more oil on the metal scraps, but...
Oh, Naira, can't you just be thankful for what you've got for once? She gives me this shit every day, I swear.
Okay. Voila! It's ready. Here, smell it.
Wow. It smells... Oh boy, it's like heaven. What is it?
Silly little boy. Too young to know, aren't you? It's new car smell.
A car?
Are you disappointed? The scent of luxury is the base note, the smell of confidence is the heart note, and the fragrance of risk and adventure is the head note. All you dream about is to turn it on and drive away into the distance. Thanks so much for helping me out. Unlike some people. Here, have this. I rubbed it with Turn Me On. This'll remind you to tune into your sense of smell now and then.
You hear? They say water restrictions are coming. Take a good look at this farm, because it may be gone soon.
detected.
Ah, damn. Lost him. But he's got to be on that rooftop, Aiden. Find him.
Gilbert! I just want to talk!
Leave me alone. Don't hurt me. I don't know anything.
About what? I haven't asked you anything yet.
I don't know anything about anything, I swear.
I'm told that you're a fence,
A fence? No way. A reseller, maybe, but...
I'm looking for the Lazarus. Yeah, I used to belong to Lucas, the late PK commander. And don't try to tell me you don't know who Lucas is.
Well, then I won't.
You know anything about the Lazarus?
Are you kidding me? Even if I'd been offered those brass knuckles, I would have refused. I'm not an idiot. That weapon is way too hot.
Why did you run away from me?
'Cause every 5 minutes someone's coming after me, man. Okay, I may have given people a reason to be mad, but I'll make things right. Soon. Eventually. Maybe.
How did you know the Lazarus is a set of brass knuckles, I didn't say that.
Come on. Everyone knew about Lucas's little love glove. He was always showing it off. If anyone thought I had him, they might also think I killed Lucas, which is bullshit.
Yeah, but someone tried to sell it to you, right?
I told you, Okay, fine. Maybe someone did, but I can't say who. Client confidentiality.
Stop fucking around. Tell me or I...
Her name is Mia. I met her in the tenement building at Meatpacking Square, near the old butcher shop. But I don't know anything else. Leave me alone. It overlooks some army barracks or some shit.
All right, I can find that. Hey, Hakon. Hubert said someone tried to sell him the Lazarus. Do you know a Maya?
No. Strange, because I thought I knew all the women here.
I'm headed to Meatpacking Square.
Meatpacking Square. It's a fucked up place. There are some barracks there the army set up in 23 when shit went south.
She's supposed to be in one of the buildings that overlook them.
Okay. Stay in touch, bro.
fine. Hey, this isn't funny, damn it.
A shithole indeed.
Inhibitor container nearby.
Something funky.
Something's off.
Anybody else will.
Nearby.
Is it open yet?
Hey kids, I'm looking for a woman named Maya. It was so funny.
Maya ain't a grown-up. She's just a plain old
girl.
Hold on. You were the one trying to sell a PK weapon to Hubert?
Yeah, but the jerk didn't want it. Got all freaked out and chased me away.
How did you get a hold of a Peacekeeper weapon?
We all found it. Was wandering around with these punks and ran across a corpse. Happens a lot. He was totally dead. We searched him, and I took the brass O.T.V.G.C 'cause I figured someone would pay a pretty penny for him.
Maya, I need that weapon. It's very important.
You expect me to just hand that brass O.T.V.G.C over? Are you nuts?
The O.T.V.G.C's real name is the Lazarus, and it belonged to an important PK. We might have a war if I don't return it. You could help us find a murderer.
Okay, I'll give you this stupid thing. But for 500.
That's a lot of money, kid.
Of course it is. Life's damn expensive. I have to buy water and a marker for my brother. He's turning 12 soon, you know.
I can give you 10, and that's my last offer.
Deal! Nobody wanted to buy it anyway. The smartest will survive.
Hakon, I have the Lazarus.
Cool. Get your ass to Eto with it. It'll make the perfect birthday present for him. Though I have no idea when that prick was born. I'll be near Metro Station.
Okay.
Put two and two together and see what you get.
Upright game of checkers?
Where will you get aboard?
Oh, the pilgrim has returned. I hope not empty-handed.
I found the Lazarus.
I'll be damned. I was right that you could open doors we couldn't. Where's the fucker who had him?
In Meatpacking Square.
You didn't let him go, did you? That could have been the murderer.
A girl had him. She's 10 or something. She didn't kill him. Just looted the corpse.
Stop. We'll get back to this later. Leave us.
It looks like a constellation on your arm.
Those are rank tattoos. When we ran low on resources, tattoos eventually replaced medals. They show our hierarchy.
Like in prison?
Prison or military, it's all the same. There's always a pecking order.
I did what you wanted. It's your turn. Get me to the center.
Opening the tunnel to the central loop is beyond my pay grade, Pilgrim. Command wants me to find the killer.
Aiden, you promised!
Cool down, Pilgrim. I keep my promises. First, take this. Token of gratitude.
Aiden, I have to get to the center. Get it?
You're looking for someone, right? I want to go to the central loop too. My wife and kids are there, and I can't protect them when I'm stuck here. The tunnel will open when I find the killer. Is that clear? You can help me, or you can wait until I find him myself. I see traces of blood on the Lazarus's blades. Lucas managed to wound his killer before he died. Bastard's got to have a nasty gash. If you find him, you'll not only help me, you'll be helping yourself.
Okay. Do you have any suspects?
The commander was murdered in the bazaar. There had to be someone from there.
The people of the bazaar are simple folk. Why would they risk defying you?
And that's why I want to discover the truth before the orders come down to use force. Besides, appearances can be deceiving. They want to get rid of us. They think anarchy is the key to building a new world.
Well, there is plenty of anarchy these days.
Carl is a faux pious hustler who brainwashes others with slick speeches. He says everyone's equal, but it's bullshit. You can't be a leader and an equal at the same time.
I'll try to find Lucas's killer.
Splendid. That's your ticket to the center. Head back to the bazaar.
Is there anything else I should know before I go?
Yes, as a matter of fact. But this is totally hush-hush. Word of this cannot get out.
Sounds serious.
Whoever killed Lucas took a little trophy. Carved his tattoo right out of his bloody arm.
They cut into his corpse? That is seriously fucked up.
Yeah, seriously. Men found out Lucas was desecrated like that, they'd lose their shit. And it would be total war. I'm telling you this because if you find that little trophy, then you found the sick fuck who killed Lucas.
Got it. I'll head out right now.
Good day, citizen.
Aiden, still alive?
Worried about me, are you?
Of course. I have high hopes for you, Aiden. Meet me outside.
Aiden wants me to find Lucas's murderer. Only then will he help me get to the center.
Not doing his dirty work. Well, that's no surprise.
He told me to start with the bazaar.
Figures. PK and the bazaar really hate each other. Only two people matter at the bazaar. One is that overblown preacher, Carl.
I know that. Who else is there?
Sophie, his right hand. She has a way with the bazaar's more rebellious souls. Helps him keep control. There's also Dodger, a local gangster. He knows what's going on, and about the bandits led by Joe. But they're afraid of the PK.
Okay, I'll talk to Sophie and you look into Carl, unless you prefer the girl.
Sophie? She's not really my type, you know? And headstrong. You'll see.
My family's mail.
You should know what you're doing.
Inhibitor container nearby.
Did you know that the city nearly burned to the ground?
Inhibitor container nearby.
When one of us is killed, they barely notice. But when the commander is killed, they turn the place upside down.
Everyone, we should be getting ready for winter.
Aiden, know anything about this Night Runner thing?
Hey, who the fuck are you?
Easy, Chief. He ain't PK.
How do you know? They're creeping around here all the time.
He's that outsider, the Pilgrim.
What? He's from outside the walls. Well, fuck me. I don't know what brings you here, but watch your back, Pilgrim. And stay away from the PKs. They ain't no one's friends.
This time with a biomarker.
Carl said if you show up to bring you round so he can introduce himself.
What a nice change from wanting to hang me.
And remember, humanity created a civilization that turned out to be a colossus on clay legs. We cannot make the same mistakes.
He didn't want to, he had to. You were a threat to everyone.
Of course.
Do not listen to the ideologies preached by fools calling for reconstruction. There will be no rebuilding. Who would have thought? A pilgrim in the bazaar. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm still alive, despite your best efforts.
It's clear to me you're holding a grudge. But if you were in my shoes, you would understand. We are responsible for the safety of our community. And we treat this seriously. That's why we did what we did. I hope you can forgive us. So, pray tell, what's it like in the outside world these days?
Bad, and getting worse. Settlements are shrinking in size and number. I'm afraid soon there will be nowhere else to go.
Doesn't surprise me, son. Humanity must reach the bottom in order to rise again. And this is why we are here. Any more news?
Not really. But why don't you tell me more about your people?
We are called the people of the bazaar, simply because of where we live. But who we are truly are free people. Free from lies, free from money, free from religion, wars, politics, and the dark cloud that has blanketed the earth.
That sounds great. Too good to be true, in fact.
Oh, we have our challenges. Water is scarce, for example. But with courage and patience, we will someday create a paradise.
Well, you seem almost thankful for the collapse of civilization.
It was as tragic as it was inevitable. Consumerism, belief in the almighty dollar led to this catastrophe. So, we here strive not to make the same mistake twice. It would be a crime. We want to create a new order based on social bonds, on family and community. A society where people support each other and adhere to justice. No need for the police, military, or false authorities to shoot those they are meant to protect. We have a place for everyone. But let's get back to your stories.
Is gossip all you want from me, Carl?
No. But you came from outside, and you're walking around my flock. So, to set things straight, I need to know if you're a sheep or a wolf. What are you then?
I'm not really a fan of this metaphor.
Ah, yes. I see. Pilgrims are not people of metaphors or poetry. They prefer to act.
Yeah, about acting. I'm looking for Sophie.
Are you? And why, pray tell?
Got a package for her.
No, you don't.
Excuse me?
Sophie knows no one outside of Villador. She was born and raised here. That's probably why she cares about this place so much. She's of great help to me. So, unless it's a package from across the street, I'll have to call your bluff.
Who says I'm bluffing?
I do. I could tell a mile away. But all right. I'll tell you where she is. And you know why?
Why?
Because whatever it is you want, even if your intentions are hostile, she'll handle you. We will handle you. Just as we handled you before, Pilgrim. Go that way. You'll see a giant of a man. That's Herman, Sophie's bodyguard. She won't be far.
Thanks. Wasn't that hard, was it?
Don't lie to me again, Pilgrim. After all, I'm not lying to you, am I? Just want you to return the courtesy.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center.
Sophie, can we talk?
Don't hurt him, Herman. Let him talk.
My name's
Aiden. You're that pilgrim that came to town recently.
You're sure well informed.
Don't have much of a choice. I'm in charge of safety here. Besides, yesterday you made quite an entrance.
I'm looking for a job. Would you happen to know of any?
People here say you can be useful. I'd rather see for myself. How about a small errand first?
What are you proposing?
Go to one of the craftmasters, Alberto or Vincenzo. Both know the location of the purest crystals. I need some for a certain transaction.
You said you were in charge of safety at the bazaar. What does that mean exactly?
It means any PK who threatens our community of free people can count on me breaking his skull.
Oh, from the way Carl talked, you sounded more like pacifists.
We're trying to overturn the old ways and usher in a new era for humanity. It's a true revolution. And every revolution needs two things to succeed: ideology and an armed faction to enforce it.
Alberto and Vincenzo? Tell me more about them.
A father and son duo. Alberto, the father, tends to yammer on. Before 0 hour, he had a workshop and piles of cash. Vincenzo, his son, kinda shy. They're both craftsmen, clever too. The kind that can make a watch out of old gum and a piece of string.
A certain transaction? Anything I need to know about?
Curiosity is the first step on the road to hell, Carl says.
Do you believe that?
I believe in not trusting strangers, and that's who you are. So far, at least. Bring me the location of the crystals first. We'll see where we go from there.
Those crystals, what's the deal with them?
They were created by the chemical bombings of the city. A byproduct of some sort. People believe the infection spreads slower if you wear them. Honestly, I don't think it does. But there's no harm in trying.
And that's why they're so important to you guys.
That and many other reasons. They're hard to get, difficult to destroy, and easy to get obsessed with. Because they're so pretty, right? But most importantly, they're real, tangible things. Way more real than a piece of paper and old money. That's why they're so bloody expensive.
Fine. I'll go talk to one of those craftmasters.
They should be at the bazaar. Do well, and we can think about giving you bigger jobs.
Pilgrim in the bazaar?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Look. I'm Damien.
Aiden.
You're new here, right?
Does it make a difference?
I pride myself on knowing everyone in this dump, but I don't know you.
Maybe that's because I just got into the city.
For reals? Wow. Respect. I heard that outside the walls, it's a bloodbath.
What does this have to do with the job?
Nothing, my friend. Just sussing you out. And I like what I've sussed so far. But about the job. First and foremost, it'll require a certain amount of discretion on your part. You'll be doing business for my partners, and it's their business only. No one else's. Head on over to meet them in West Quarry End. They'll fill you in on the details.
I didn't agree to this yet.
Haven't said you didn't agree, either. Just think it over. You'll come around. It's easy money. Don't look at me like that. I'm just giving you information. And just between us, you won't regret it.
But it's been really nice talking to you.
You look anxious.
Look, Urban, your nosy friend's back.
Found a job?
No luck yet.
It's not about luck, kid, but about character.
Like yours?
Ballsy. Okay, then. What does your hungry soul crave?
Someone like you must know a lot.
Out of modesty, I won't deny it.
And maybe a little bird told you what might have happened to Lucas?
You know, I heard a pilgrim has come to the city. Very nosy. Grills people about stuff. Gets in the way. Sounds a lot like you. It can't be a coincidence.
Sure it can.
I don't believe in them.
You know anything about Lucas or not?
Oh, that kind of information is expensive. You can't afford it.
I could work for it. You got any work I could do?
Leave your CV with my secretary and we'll get back to you.
Come on, don't fuck with me. I'm serious.
You barge in here like you own the place. Takes coconut-sized balls. That's my kind of man. Or should I say, pilgrim. Okay. I might have a small errand for a tough guy like you. Take care of it, and we'll see whether you're worth knowing.
What do you need?
Minor thing. Need you to check in on a guy who's late delivering my order. Been incommunicado for a few days now. Might be trying to avoid me. He usually doesn't keep me waiting. No one does.
Who's the guy?
Hubert. Half-assed Hubie, we call him.
Met him. He lives up to his nickname.
Need you to find out what's up with him this time.
Okay. I'll come back after I've spoken to him.
He lives in the tallest building on the edge of Trinity Court, opposite the bazaar on Horseshoe. You can't miss it. But getting to him is another story.
Why?
Hubert's not just a fence. He makes money where he can. And now he's hiding from half the city. He's super paranoid. Lives like a rat in a maze to keep himself safe. You'll need to climb up and find one of his secret passages to get in.
I can handle it.
When you're there, give him the password Sayonara, so he knows I sent you.
Got it.
Back in the day, I had a huge, a massive,
A workshop, Dad.
Yes, a workshop.
So where is it? You're not in one now, Alberto.
Shop elsewhere. And be this.
Sophie sent me. She says you know where they can find some crystals?
Oh, for fuck's. They've already sent one of their
fuckwits? Who?
That fellow. Sophie's brother. Huh? What was the asshole's name?
Barney. The asshole's name is Barney. And he asked the same question about a dark zone with crystals.
Yeah, that's news to me. So where is that dark zone?
It's 120, 100 and...
Dad, can I tell him?
Oh, please.
100 meters from the metro. There's a big sign, fashion store, and a windmill on the other side of the street.
Thanks.
Welcome, valued
customer. Someone's been stealing our water. And nobody's doing anything about it. Such a shame.
Seriously, there's no time for delay.
What? Well, what did you find?
I know the location, but I was told your brother asked about it already.
Herman! See if Barney turned on his radio. Barney? Answer me. Barney! Damn. So that's why he's gone offline. He's looking for the crystals on his own. And throwing a wrench in the works yet again.
This isn't the first time, I gather.
No. He's always trying to prove himself. Last time he got wounded. Wasn't that long ago either. A fucking kid. I'll kill him. I'll just kill him.
Why blame yourself? We all make our own beds.
Listen, you said it yourself. You're new here, so you don't know much. I'm responsible for security here, and he's my brother. I promised I'd look after him.
You promised? Promised who?
Never mind. I'll kick Barney's ass when he gets back.
How'd Barney get wounded?
He didn't want to tell me. My guess is that the PK's got a hold of him.
Your brother keeps secrets from you?
That's none of your business. Barney, answer me! Damn it all to hell! If he went to a dark zone in his condition, he's a goner.
I can try to track him down.
You?
I've been in the dark zone before. In the GRE hospital.
St. Joseph Hospital? Really? If you save him, you won't regret it. We still have some time. Barney will likely wait till dusk. Going into a dark zone during the day is suicide. Just bring him back home safe.
I'll do my best.
Good luck.
Sometimes I wake up at night and forget. That's about the only time I smile.
Don't listen to what they say, Pilgrim. Barney may be a poser, but he truly cares about the gospel.
Take heed and bear witness, for this is the
God
news
damn it.
of the
I hear
last
Barney got himself
city
in trouble.
standing.
Container detected.
You got a death wish?
Sophie, I'm inside. There's no sign of Barney yet.
You have to find him. He has to be in there somewhere.
I'm looking.
Hurry. Barney, answer me. Now. Barney, do you hear me? Report in, damn it.
Sophie, it's Aiden. I found a radio. And a body. Male. White, bald man. I'm sorry, Sophie.
That's not Barney. That's Kojak. One of ours. Barney can't be far.
Sophie, I found blood. It's fresh.
Hurry, Aiden.
I supposed to do?
Barney? Are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Hey, Sophie sent me.
Yeah, right. And I'm a PK general. Whoever you are, fuck off! These are our crystals. You get it? You want
Barney, open up.
Fuck off.
Sophie, I found Barney, but he's locked himself in a room.
He's alive. Good. A stubborn fucker. Just try and talk to him.
I'll try. Barney?
Go back to where you came from!
Your sister is worried about you.
Don't you even... Keep Sophie out of it!
But it's true.
You're damn lucky I'm busy here, dipshit!
Barney, I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go the fuck away! You ain't getting a thing from me! Fuck shit!
Great.
Don't touch that door! You wanna let them in? You fuck...
Barney! Okay, that's it.
They gone?
Yeah, went out for some air. Your sister mentioned you're stubborn. She didn't say you were an idiot.
Hey, I should beat you down for that.
Here, take your radio. We're leaving.
No, Birdie! We gotta find Birdie!
Who?
He lured away the infected when they were about to get me down there. If not for him, I'd have ended up like Kojak.
You're in no condition to look for anyone.
He's just a kid, man. I promised his old lady I'd bring him back, understand? He drew those bastards to himself, you get it? So I could grab the crystals for the bazaar. I have to find him.
You're in no condition to search for anyone, Barney.
I'm not going back without him.
Where can I find him?
He was on the ground floor when those assholes surrounded me. They ran out after him through the side door.
Okay, you stay here and wait for my signal. I'll find your friend and then come back for you. Got it?
Hurry!
Inhibitor container detected. detected.
Blood. Must be Bertie's. Trust should lead me to him.
Aiden, you find Bertie?
Not yet, but he was bleeding badly. I'm following the trail. I wasn't going down without a fight.
Inhibitor container nearby. Inhibitor container nearby.
Who are you?
I'm Aiden. Can you move? Barney sent me.
Barney? Of course. Good old Barney. He made it out, right? He got the crystals?
Yeah, he did. All thanks to you, kid.
I pulled it off. Killed 3 infected. Did you see? Well, 2 were wounded already, but... Listen. It's my birthday today. And can I ask a favor? You see, over there, my radio. I have to call someone.
Here, but we gotta hurry.
Of course. I just gotta... Hello? Mom? You there? Mom?
Nathan? That you? What happened? Where are you?
It's all good, Mom. We're almost... Barney and me are just finishing up here.
Barney? He promised me that he'd keep you safe.
Don't freak out, Mom. Listen, we got him. The crystals. We got him. And I killed 3.
3 infected. I beat them, Mom.
We really need to get going.
Then get the hell out and get back here safe. Barney promised.
Sure. Soon. We'll be back soon, Mom.
What's going on? Nathan? Nathan!
Barney, you there? Barney?
Aiden, you there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to reach your brother.
Barney's here already. Just arrived.
He... what? He was supposed to...
Didn't trust you. He thought you wanted to take the crystals.
But he sent me to check on his friend so he could sneak away?
It's not like that. Come back to the bazaar. I'll explain everything.
How? Who? You gotta be kidding me. Ain't that a...
You can't be serious.
Best selection.
Aiden.
I'm listening.
That's Aiden. I've just been offered an extremely shady deal, but maybe it'll turn up a lead on Lucas.
I need more than just leads, Aiden. Whatever it is, check it out.
Will do. Over and out.
Blockade at the center.
Things are better for us now, right?
Depends, doesn't it?
Veronica, the guy was a prick. The PK were a pain in the ass with him in charge. Conclusion's pretty straightforward. Lucas is gone. Things are better for us. Amen.
It'd be better if you just shut up, Barney.
Where's Sophie?
You again? What are you doing? Spying on me?
You got something to hide? You were talking about the PK commander, weren't you?
Look at Mr. Nosy here. Watch where you stick that nose, Pilgrim, or you'll lose it. That fuckward Lucas deserved to die. That's the truth.
Barney, the truth is this. You're an idiot and the Peacekeepers protect us.
Protect? From what? Who took over our windmill? The Peacekeepers. Who took over the Metro? Fucking Lucas. So they should get the fuck out before they all end up like their motherfucking commander.
You were supposed to wait for me.
Suppose schmozed. Plans changed.
Afraid I was after your crystals, huh?
Afraid? Of you? Give me a break. We've got our own interests to look after, Pilgrim, and they're none of your business.
2 of your men died for your interests. You used Birdie to distract me. That it?
You don't know shit about me and my people, jackass. Birdie was like a brother to me. For some reason, my sister wants to see you. So go bother her.
Not again, you piece of... Think you're in pain now?
Don't look at me like that. I'm just giving you information. And just between us...
We have to kill them, Carl.
They used to be family. We must negotiate.
You don't negotiate with extortionists.
You're nothing like your mother. Besides, I'm in charge here. Prepare your men. And we're giving Joe those goddamn crystals.
Fucking coward. I know what you think. But we have to listen to him, Herman. It's for the bazaar. Only for the bazaar.
Sophie.
Relax, Herman. He saved Barney, remember?
Interesting guy, your little brother.
You two didn't get along, I take it.
Let's just say it wasn't love at first sight.
Barney has his downsides. But on the upside, he is unshakably loyal. And with so many problems plaguing old Villador, I just need people I can trust.
What are your problems?
You're the curious sort, aren't you, Aiden? Just ask. What do you want to know?
It seems after the commander was murdered, things got complicated between you and the Peacekeepers.
That's an understatement. To be more precise, our situation got fucked up. But Lucas, he deserved to die. Since the plague, nothing has hurt the locals like him. It was on his order that the Peacekeepers seized our windmill. To support themselves, they take a large part of our crops and water. In return for what? Protection? I can protect my people myself. I started learning that when I was a kid.
Why did Barney bail on me?
Crystals are valuable. We needed them for a transaction. And now, you'll be able to help.
Like I did with Barney and Birdie? It didn't feel like much of a help.
Barney was in shock when he heard about Birdie. That's why he bailed on you. He wants what's best for the bazaar, Aiden. He thinks he'll protect us all. He's really just a kid. He was just a teenager when our mother died. But even earlier, when he was little, we were always on our own. Now he's an adult and he doesn't need anyone. But he hurts himself the more he tries to help others.
That spat with Carl. What was that about?
Let's just say the PK commander's death only made our problems worse. Look around, Aiden. What do you see?
Something people outside the walls could only dream of.
All these people will be dead by the end of the month.
Why?
Because in short order, our water supplies will run dry. 2 weeks ago, a local thug named Joe and his pal Jack took over the only water tower in the area with their gang. Not long ago, they lived in the bazaar. But Carl threw them out for pulling scams. And now they're taking their revenge. They mined the tower and they're threatening to blow it up if they don't get a weekly tribute in the form of medicines, food, and crystals.
And all these people, don't they know anything?
Not how low the water reserves have gotten. I was gonna handle it, but Carl was afraid of causing a panic. Instead, he went to the PK for help. Of course he came back empty-handed. They're only here to help themselves, certainly not us. They could care less that Joe took the tower and demanded protection money. My mother used to say, never bargain with extortionists, when she was still in charge here.
Wait, so before Carl took power,
She led the bazaar with an iron fist, and Carl listened to her. After her death, he became full of himself, and he got cocky.
Didn't your mother want you to succeed her?
I know what she wanted for her people. Community and freedom. That's what she always said. But don't ask me what she wanted for me. I don't know if I even existed for her at all. She was a great leader, but a shitty mom.
What are you gonna do?
What I have to do. I promised to help Carl. So while he's in charge, we're gonna pay off Jack and Joe. And they're gonna keep squeezing more and more out of us.
And so on and so on.
The most important thing is for my people to be safe. You've proven that you can be trusted. I want to ask you for help. Carl believes Joe will live up to his side of the bargain and that he'll give us access to water. But I'm skeptical. I have to send people to negotiate with bandits, and I don't want any surprises. Carl and our people have already set out for the spot where the deal will go down. Make sure everything goes smoothly.
So I should guard them?
Yes. From a discreet distance.
I'm so thirsty. Seriously, there's no time for delay. I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Shouting in the middle of the bazaar.
They surprised me. How was I supposed to know they had fear?
Aiden, something's up. Susie? You there? Sophie! We're under attack! What? Susie! What's going on? It was a trap! Run! Fuck! Susie? Ralph? Aiden, hurry! They've got all the crystals, everything we have!
Sometimes I wake up and I forget the fall even happened. That's about the only time I smile. Then I see
Good Lord, take Erica in with you. Erica.
Open that chest up, man.
Taxi bandits. Oh, and a lot of bodies. Sophie, I'm sorry.
I knew it! I knew those motherfuckers would betray us. Fuck them, Aiden. Kill them all.
Coming for ya! I've got you now! I've got something for you, asshole!
I made it. There are no survivors.
Fucking animals. Find the crystals. Susie had them.
Susie?
Carl. They took Carl.
What? Where?
To their camp. We must...
Susie? Susie, where are the crystals? Susie? Sophie, I found Susie. She's dead.
I can't believe it. First Birdie, now her. Damn. Damn. Damn!
There's nothing you could have done.
No. Except that I sent them there.
Joe's men have kidnapped Carl. And I don't see these crystals. No! Fuck! Oh, shit. Fuck!
What?
A goon. Huge, ugly motherfucker.
He's slow. Just be careful. Search the other bodies, Aiden. Maybe the crystals are still there.
Sophie, everything's been taken.
Probably took them before you got there. Everything has gone wrong. All right. enough of this playing defense. Let's meet by Jack and Joe's camp on the roof by the overpass. We're gonna go after Carl and our crystals. Jack and Joe will pay for this shit show.
Aiden, how's it going? You alive, man? Fuck, I'm getting sentimental. I haven't said that to anyone since my third divorce.
I appreciate it, but don't get your hopes up. Not the marrying kind.
Learn anything about the commander's murder?
I heard Sophie's brother mention something about Lucas's death. That's all so far. Now they have a bigger problem. The bandits you mentioned? They took Carl hostage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm helping Sophie get him back.
Good. Gain her trust. That might also help us find out what they know. Just watch out. They might be suspicious, but if you can do it, O.T.V.G.C will let us into the center.
Place to crash by the windmill now. Hey, people will always complain. Alive, and that's what counts.
You gotta be kidding me. You shitting me? I can see it. You ain't no
Inhibitor container detected.
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Stay safe out there.
Hey, Herman. Where's Sophie? Hey, why were you on the mission? Friends could have used you. Okay. I guess that means I should wait here. Mia? Mia?
Aiden, what's the matter with you?
Mia, where are you? Mia? Oh no! 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 No!
Jack and fucking Joe will pay for what they did. I had a bad feeling about it from the start. I had a feeling Carl's plan sucked. and yet I let him lead.
You think Jack and Joe could have had something to do with Lucas's murder?
Joe, perhaps. He's a total psycho and a thief. He knew the Peacekeepers would hang him if they caught him. But Jack wouldn't let him. He's a coward. He thinks rationally.
Why didn't you send Herman on the mission? They wouldn't have stood a chance against that beast.
Him? He's strong, but as helpless as a child.
He's one damn big child.
You don't understand. Herman's almost deaf. He used to be my mother's bodyguard. Has been around us as long as I can remember. And after she died, he stayed close to us. One time, the lights in my shelter went out. The infected broke through a window. Herman blocked the path and tossed a grenade into a nearby infected. He survived the explosion, but lost his hearing. In a face-to-face battle, he's nearly unbeatable. But if he's caught from behind, he's as vulnerable as a child. A killer combination, especially for him. That's why I prefer to keep an eye on him. Sometimes I wonder if he's watching over me, or I'm watching over him.
Don't beat yourself up. Things could have been worse, too.
If I had listened to myself, we'd have water, and more of our people would still be alive.
You were just doing your job. You were following Carl's lead.
Yeah, but I won't let him lead the Bazaar to its doom.
I see. Alright, so what's the plan now?
From now on, I'm following my gut. Last time something like this happens on my watch.
If you'd hurried back there, maybe some of our guys would have made it. I thought a pilgrim like you was supposed to run like a fucking gazelle.
Barney, shut up!
What? If he'd have made it in time to help, we'd be having a party, not a wake. In case you change your mind.
He can be a real pain in the ass. But we'll do something good for the city one day.
Birdie, to your health.
I gather you were close with Birdie?
He tried to be a poet. Kept showing me his work and said all the other guys were too stupid to understand. I never told him how bad it was. He was a good kid. I took him into the group when he lost his father in a dark zone. He was 10 years old.
That's pretty young.
Too young. But he had no one else. So I took him in.
If you manage to take out those bandits,
Jack Cock and Joe Cunt.
You think killing Messieurs Cock and Cunt will change something?
Death usually changes a lot in a person's life. Carl was wrong. We should have gone after them right away. But right or wrong, we have to help him. He's one of us. We'll rescue him and retrieve the crystals from Jack and Joe. Besides, I won't let them get away with killing my people. Ralph, Susie, Logan, Birdie, they deserve revenge. And Jack and Joe sentenced them to death. So they'll die. Your radio.
Yeah, it picks up static sometimes.
Go see Alberto. He can fix stuff like that on the spot.
Thanks.
Aitor here. Leave, but make sure no one sees you. You two make a pretty pair, Aiden. I'm on the roof nearby. We have to talk.
Now.
It's about saving your life.
I'll tear them apart. I swear, I'll gut them. Real slow. Piece by piece.
Terrell, Susie, and Birdie.
Inhibitor container detected.
everything. Let's talk.
What do you want?
I don't like what's going on here, Aiden. First, Jack and Joe's bandits killed Carl's people. Now Sophie's getting ready to retaliate. You're not a part of that, are you?
But you said you wanted me to get close to them.
I'm gonna search Sophie's camp. That's why I came to warn you. Rumors have started. You found the Lazarus for me. They may suspect you of being a PK spy.
That doesn't seem like it. They seem happy to take whatever help is offered.
So they say. But those people hate us, Aiden, along with anyone who works with us. So if they do suspect, especially someone like Sophie...
I can handle them.
Lucas thought so too, and look how he ended up. Be a pity if I found you in a ditch somewhere, with a piece of your hide cut out.
You came here just to warn me?
You helped me with the Lazarus, and I take care of my allies.
Sophie's just fighting for water, that's all. I don't think she suspects anything.
You think so? She hates the peacekeepers. She blames us for not helping the bazaar, and for her mother's death. So when we start questioning her people, you better be careful.
Thanks for the warning.
You gain any intel for our investigation?
Sophie's also wondering who killed Lucas.
What else would she say? They know if we can prove they killed Lucas, it'll be a bloodbath. Find out from Sophie when she's planning the attack. Keep me informed where you are. Be careful. Go help Sophie, but be careful, Aiden. Take care of yourself, Pilgrim.
It's time for...
It looks like Sophie's not here. I better look for her.
Must be...
Dad, it's still early.
Whatever happens to me, Scott will understand.
I'm looking for Sophie. Where'd she go?
Said she had important business to attend to. But you can wait here with us. If you came to find out if I have a boyfriend, I don't. Which doesn't mean you have the slightest chance with me. Because you don't.
If you think I was interested in whether you have a boyfriend, I wasn't. Which doesn't mean if you change your mind about my chances, I'll change my mind too.
Fine. What brings you?
Did you take care of Barney today? That guy is like a neon sign that reads Big Trouble.
Right. Herman, it's better for the world when you're quiet. Honey, don't...
Pilgrim!
Your eyes pop out.
Hey, have you seen Sophie?
Sophie? Yes, she went... she said that,
She went that way.
Exactly.
Thanks.
Wait! There's more. One more thing. Something's wrong with... not working with... it's broken. That... oh...
Dad's asking if there's something wrong with your radio?
Oh, it hisses sometimes, but as long as it works, no point messing with it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Call me Aiden.
Vincenzo. Aiden? How do you become a pilgrim? Does that mean you're a murderer?
Vincenzo, why? What do you... Why would you...
Dad, I'm asking because I'm curious. Will you tell me, Aiden?
I'm not that exciting. I've had to kill people, but I'm not a murderer. All being a pilgrim is to me now is a means to an end.
To what end?
Vincenzo, leave him alone!
To find the only family I've ever known.
Did you?
Not yet. But I might be close.
I hope you succeed. I'd never found Federico.
Who?
Federico. He was my best friend. We were like brothers. We'd known each other forever. He disappeared like the other kids. Because of those fucking tests.
Tests? You mean GRE tests?
You heard that when they built the walls, they were trying to create a vaccine here? It all fell apart in a couple of weeks. One day, Federico vanished into thin air. We'd been playing football. I went to my house after that. He went home too. And I never saw him again. I'm sure they took him. And that's not all. You see, he wasn't the only child who went missing that winter.
There were others?
2 girls disappeared from the building next door at the same time. And more, all across the city.
And none of them have ever been found?
No, but based on what Federico's mother said, I have a feeling I know what happened. Federico had been in the hospital a month earlier with pneumonia. His mother was told that some GRE doctor had ordered blood tests, but they wouldn't tell her why. A week after he was released from the hospital, he was gone.
Do you remember this doctor's name?
No one knew, and no one at the hospital would say. Only that he was on classified GRE business. Then, everything went to hell. The GRE collapsed. After that, some of the kids were sighted in the central loop. But not Federico. Every day, I wonder what happened to him.
I hope he's alive. And that you find him someday.
Honey, don't stare.
Hey, you, Dry County. Let's get wasted.
Mm.